Hello guys, just welcome back to my podcast. So today's topic is the foundation of life and how to succeed. So today is an amazing day as I'm still in Cairns but enjoying my life and just in the pool over here recording this podcast and just dancing around doing some Tai Chi. So guys, no matter what you do in life, you have to realize there is only one life and that life is yours. And now you have to water that life. You have to make sure that you be the best you can be, that you can do everything in your power to actually move forward, because everything else in life is never worth it. The only part of your life that's actually worth it is who you are now. So what you have to do is always remember to live your life according to who you are now and improve each step of the way slowly. So when you're learning, all you have to do is learn slowly at first. But in the long run, you have to be able to learn faster and faster throughout your life so that you can actually be someone who is doing more in the world than anybody else. So no matter what, your life is supposed to be an inspiration and you're supposed to be an inspiration. So the more that you are an inspired person daily, by yourself only, the more you can actually live life. Now, there are most people out there who need other people to inspire them, to grow, to learn, to make decisions. Now, I need you to be the person who does that on their own. Emulate Tony Robbins, for example. You see Tony Robbins, I emulate him. And I see his path and where he is, and I see where he is in life, and I say, that's me now. So no matter what, Tony Robbins is a person who is a coach, a life coach on the planet, and he goes around the world public speaking and doing life coaching and helping to inspire other people in terms of business, life, and all aspects of life, spirituality, veganism, health, and finance, for example, emotional health, everything to do with food and nutrition, peak performance, leadership, courage. So that's everything that I do now. I'm 27 and Tony Robbins is 61. So now, no matter what, I'm the number one life coach right now in the planet, and you're listening right now to the number one life coach in the planet, and that's me. Now, why do I call myself number one? It's because I am 27 years old. I'm very young. I'm better than yesterday, and that's all you have to see right now. So no matter what, a person who is better than yesterday deserves your attention in life. Now, there are many people out there in life who are 99% of the world. And that 99% in the world is actually people and filled with people who are worse than yesterday. So you have to be better than yesterday. I am better than yesterday. So no matter what, realize this, that 99% of the world is worse than yesterday. 1% of the world is rich. How are they rich? So when you're better than yesterday, you are better in all aspects of life. In finance, in spirituality, in nutrition, in everything, in emotional health, in mindset, in confidence, in courage, in having more in life, in being more selfish in your life, having more than anybody else around you. That's what I mean. Now, when you're better, obviously you are less negative. So that's the goal of this podcast. It's to make you take some action in your life so that you can actually prosper and become more abundant and less negative. So all I'm doing right now is just giving you ideas. And that's all you need right now. All you need is ideas to spark your imagination to grow and learn and also to take action. Now, when I listen to Tony Robbins, I see a person who can give a 8-hour seminar based on ideas only. And then he says, take out your note system and start writing notes. And then guess what I do? I can start to write thousands of thoughts about what Tony Robbins on the day of his seminar is talking about. Why? Never for him, but for me. Why do I do that? Because I'm better than yesterday. Now, that's why writing notes is so important today, as it's going to help you in terms of your life. It's going to help you in terms of getting the woman, getting the man, getting the real estate that you need. And today's real estate, guys, make sure that no matter what, you never dive into real estate before you finish the course. Now, what is the course of real estate? Now, right now, no matter what, I'll be creating a real estate course myself in the future, but for now I'll stick to business, life and finance and health, nutrition, veganism and weight loss for now, as right now my life is progressing that way and I must actually realize that no matter what, real estate is in my future. So no matter what, always talk yourself up and make sure that you go and do what you set out to do. Now, the reason that no matter what, you expose your goals is the best thing that you can do in terms of where you are going in life. But when you expose your goals, expose it only to yourself. Do you know why? Because no matter what, even though you may expose your goals to other people, guess what? They are never going to encourage you. They are never going to solve it for you. They are never going to help you achieve it. Do you understand? So what's the point in saying to someone, this is my goal? Now, you can do it, but what's the point? Because they're never going to help you anyway. Now, what you must keep to yourself is your success. Now, your success is something that is far beyond your goals. It's far beyond the person you are. And you have to realize that you must be a better person than that. You must be able to say that no matter what, you are the person that created your success, and that you are the person who deserves to be more than life. So that's what I'm saying now, that you are more than life in terms of where you are in life. Now, for myself, I am bigger than this world. I am beyond this world. And we must empower each other through ideas. Now, my mentor, Brian Tracy, says that the foundation of business, life, success is ideas. The more ideas you spread out and give value in terms of ideas, the more you talk, the more you can walk the talk. Now, walk the talk more and more so that you can plan better, so that you can journal better, so that you can have more finances, so that you can do stuff better, so that you can be more young as you grow up. Now, most people are going throughout life, and what are they doing? They're drinking alcohol, they're smoking cigarettes, they're hanging around poor people. Now, 99% of the world around you right now are filled with people who are middle class. Now, what do I mean by middle class? It's people who have no finances and no health. Now, no matter what, when you see 1% of the world, I need you to look at these two distinguishments. Who is better than yesterday and who is worse than yesterday? Now, when you look at your parents, are they worse than yesterday or better than yesterday? Now, when you look at yourself, for example, because you are number one in your life, you have to be number one in your life. I'm number one in my life. So no matter what, when you look at yourself, are you better than yesterday? Now, when I mean better than yesterday, I mean when you came into the world, so beautiful, so energetic, and so innocent and everything. And in life, there's no innocence or guilt, but you have to realize the moment you come out into this world and you are in this world by a trend, by who you are right now in this world. You're never out of the world. So what you have to realize is the moment you came into this world is the moment you have to feel that way. You must be able to feel as though you were just born. Now, to be able to feel that state is purity. It's pure better than yesterday. It's a person who is going to impact the world in greater ways. It's a person who is far greater than the world because they're better than yesterday. Now, the moment you came into this world, you were better than yesterday. And then maybe as you grew up, you started getting conditioned by the world around you, and they made you worse than yesterday. Maybe you're drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and watching pornography and masturbating and doing all these unnecessary goals that you believe are major goals. And Tony Robbins says most people, or 99% of the world, major in minor things. So that may be you right now. So no matter what, you have to realize to never major in minor things, but figure out where your time is going. Get out a piece of paper, but even better than that, get yourself an electronic phone. A Samsung A20 Galaxy is my phone right now, and I use it for journaling. And then what I do is I post it online and I sell it. I sell my journal for $7.20 and filled with other bits of content in terms of video and audio. So you have to realize that in order for you to succeed, you have to journal your life, and you have to be able to say, are you better than yesterday or not? Now, you must be better than yesterday. And say you are better than yesterday, then you must be able to spread ideas, and you must be able to go out and go forth and make your own decisions and grow by yourself, and make sure that those around you are never devaluing you, never degrading you, never taking your time away. So here is another key skill I learned today, that most people are in it for themselves. Now, no matter what, that's a trend that's going on around the world, and I am in it for myself too. Now, no matter what, here I am giving ideas anyway, but most people never even give these kind of ideas. Why? Do you know why? Because they are people who've got no value. So surround yourself with people who have value, who have ideas that can actually boost your imagination, give you mind stimulation in terms of giving you an idea to help you prosper. Now, in terms of mind stimulation, look to have less mind stimulation and look to just put your thoughts into your electronic journal. Now, it used to be paper and put your thoughts to paper, as back in the day there were no papers, there were no electronic phones. But now, guess what? We are never back in the day, and you never speak about back in the day. Do you know why? Because back in the day implies for you to go back in the past. Now, let's never think about the past. Now, when we talk history, talk about this moment only. Now, never mind history. History's history. History is the past. The past is now. Okay? History is right now. So let's talk about this moment. This moment is more important than history and more important than what's in the future. Because tomorrow never comes, and the past is also never in terms of going there. So never go in the past, but make sure that you are living in the moment, as the past and future is now. So no matter what, yesterday never matters and tomorrow never matters. Only this moment matters. So in terms of your life, make sure no matter what, you're always looking for ways of giving ideas and also boosting your quality of life in all areas of possible. So I mean discipline, I mean spirituality, I mean emotional health, nutrition, I mean knowledge. Get knowledge. Robert Kiyosaki, my mentor, says knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. So Robert Kiyosaki is someone who gives me ideas, but the guy is unhealthy right now. So he inspires me through ideas. He's got the ideas they can give me in terms of I can grab onto something and I can take action on it. But in terms of health, I can look at Tony Robbins and say that guy, he's better than yesterday and he's actually giving ideas. So who inspires me more, Tony Robbins or Robert Kiyosaki? Obviously, the person who is healthier and gives ideas is always going to inspire you more than the person who gives ideas but has no health. So that's why health over money. Health is more important than money. So you can have all the money in the world, but when you have no health, you have nothing at all. Because money will never satisfy you. What will satisfy you is your health. I'm not sick. So no matter what, I repeat affirmations. Whenever I cough, I say I'm not sick. And I make that a habit in my life to say that. Also, another habits that I make in my life are I'm rich or better. So whenever I feel resentful of others, I just say I'm rich or better. And in that statement, because I added the or better from I am rich or better, or at the end of I am better or better, I mean I'm rich or better. As you can say, it means that no matter what, you have forgiven and something beautiful is coming on in your way. Because when you say I am rich, that's all you ever see, that you are rich. But when you say I am rich or better, then you may be rich, you may be something more than rich. So it's always beautiful for you to say or better at the end of your I am statements in terms of I am rich or better. That's something Jack Canfield taught me. Now, Jack Canfield is a person who inspires me through ideas as well, just like Robert Kiyosaki. Now, Jack Canfield is worse than yesterday, and I can see it in his face, and there's no need to talk about it. So no matter what, when you look at people, be a person who is observing the crowd around you, but make sure that you never speak to them, never go to them, never approach the woman around you, never approach the guys around you, never approach groups of people, never join a community around you. Make sure you never waste time on people who never give you money. Make sure you never have a conversation with people who are never into business. and make sure you never have a conversation with people who are just taking your time away. Now, your time is your most valuable asset. Now, your most valuable asset must be you also. You over time. But guess what? Time is going to get you financial freedom. The more time you have, the more money you have. Now, time is money, and money is time. Now, when you have more time, you have more money. Wealth is time. So wealth is bought in time. So the more time you have, the more wealthier you are. So how did I increase my net worth so far? Now, guess what? In my bank balance right now, I will say that I have, right now, in this moment, you can actually see more than enough. I have more than enough in my bank balance. Now, no matter what, through the disciplines that I have made in my life, right now, I have made already multiple millions of dollars in terms of savings every single year and every single lifetime that I ever lived. Now, over my lifetime, I'm a multi-billionaire by the decisions I've made today. Do you know why? Because I'm better than yesterday. Now, I've made over 50,000 decisions until now in 3 years of my life that's already passed. And now from this point on, I have to actually make more decisions to get forward and to move forward. And now who's going to move me forward? It's going to be me. The person who's moving me forward in life is always me. It's never anybody else. Tony Robbins will never move me forward, but he will move me forward through his role model behavior and through his who he is. As he stands in the crowd, he's teaching the crowd. He's never in the crowd. He's teaching the crowd. That's the difference. So that's why I emulate that, because that's a leader for me. That's a leader who stands tall in front of tens of thousands of people, and tens of thousands of people are looking at one person. And the person that's being looked at is the leader. Everybody else falls by the wayside. Now, that's what I emulate in life. That's where I am helping you to get to. Now, you must be that type of person. You must say, that is me too. You understand? You need attention. Now, most people in daily life, especially around me, say, in the past, they've said, that they were never interested about business, that they have no need to lose weight, that they have no need to improve, that they need no help. Now, never be one of these people. Never say that you never need help. Never say that you never need to improve your health. Never say that you never need a business. Never say that you never need multi-billions of dollars. Do you know why they've said that? Because they never set a goal for it. And as soon as I ask that question and they say no to multi-billions of dollars, I stay away from those people. As soon as they say no to never improving their health, I stay away from them. As soon as they say no to reading, I stay away from them. As soon as they say no to never watching the news again, I stay away from them. Do you know why? Because the news never helps you anyway. Now, most people go around life believing that there's something in news and that the news is bringing some type of attention toward the world. But guess what? The news spreads out the most negative information in the world. So you have to realize that the news is negative, and you must stay away from negativity. You must stay away from the radio, as my trainer, Brian Tracy, says. He says, stay away from the radio, stay away from the news, and you'll be a better man. He says, stay away from television, altogether, television, TV shows, and R-rated movies, pornography. Stay away from it, as Zig Ziglar says. Zig Ziglar says, stay away from pornography. Now, guess what? I took these two trainers, and I applied what they said. I stay away from pornography now because Zig Ziglar said so. Guess what? My life is improving. I stay away from the TV. I stay away from the news. I stay away from the radio. Why? Because my trainer said so. And guess what? I tested it out, didn't I? And yes, I did. So no matter what, always seek to ask better questions in terms of how your life is going. But you have to dive in first. You have to start first to do something. Now, I started to do something. I stay away from the TV. Guess what? I have two extra hours in my day for productivity now because I'm away from the TV. Now, I discipline myself every single day to do something according to how I am moving forward. Now, how am I moving forward today? Today, I am moving forward by getting myself in the pool and doing some Tai Chi in the pool. Now, what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is just relaxing method of moving. It's just moving in the park. Doing anything, it's just you moving. So you can go backwards, you can start pretending you're kicking a soccer ball, and you can even go cross sides, and you can go forwards, everything. You can do everything inside the pool and inside the park in terms of Tai Chi, by just moving your body around. It's just a warm up. You're just moving around. And what does this do? It helps you get younger as a person. It helps you to develop. It helps you be athletic. It helps you do everything under the blue sun to make sure that no matter what, you can reach the stars and the Milky Way. So no matter what, you have to realize that the sky is never the limit. Now, what is the limit is there is no limit in life. There's no limit. They're teaching you bullshit that there is a limit. There's no limit. Now, your feelings are unlimited. Think about the ocean. Now, the ocean has no limits. When you go in the ocean, where are the vines? Where is the negativity? There's no negativity in the ocean. Do you understand? The ocean and the pool, as you go in liquid, it's free flowing. It's free flowing, it's beautiful, and it's elegant. It's still. It's in the present moment. It's moving around, and when you move around inside the water, what happens is you start to relax, you start to enjoy, you start to actually experience the moment even more. And that's what Tai Chi is. Tai Chi helps you to experience the moment. Now, when you go in the park and you just move around, that's what you're doing. Even though you may be just walking around and just doing light exercise, it's helping you be in the moment. And that's the most important. So when you combine veganism and sobriety with Tai Chi, you've got some growth in you right now. Now, no matter what, you have to also combine reading with that. And you need to actually read podcasts from me and countless of others who can actually help you. So no matter what, in my life, I stuck to over 15 mentors. And guess what? Today, I've labeled myself the number one mentor in my life. And then I may go to Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins to help me. And also, I have many mentors in terms of my lifestyle. And I can always look to them and see what they are doing on a daily basis. And I can actually follow them. I can follow them. Do you know why? Because they are better than yesterday. They inspire me. One of them is Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic, he won the Australian Open at 21. The Australian Open. So I am a person who was born in Sydney, and Djokovic at 21, currently I'm 27, so 6 years ago, won the Australian Open. So no matter what, this is based on my age, but I was around 16 years old when Djokovic won the Australian Open at 21. And I see Djokovic at 21 raising that title, and I see him today at 32, and the guy's better than yesterday. He's actually in his skin, in his feature, in his athletics. He's still playing tennis 11 years later. He's still playing tennis, he's still fit, he's still got that strict regimen that he designed, and he's actually better now than he was. And that's why he's a 7-time Australian Open champion, because he has the disciplines to do that. And that's the whole point. Why am I a life coach? Because I have the disciplines to do it right now. And most people never will be a life coach. Do you understand? Most people will never be a life coach, but my goal is to make most people and everybody a life coach. Because I can do it. I can show them everything about life coaching, and they can take the ball from me and say, thank you very much, Danny. I will take your knowledge and I'll start to grow myself now. And that's my goal. My goal is just to help you grow. It's just to help you figure a better way for you to grow by yourself without the need for me. Because I need you to see that all you need in life is you. And in my life, I need nobody to grow. I grow on my own now. I have no need for anybody in my life. But first, I did need other people to help me grow, because I never knew how to grow. So guess what I done? I went blindfolded into reading. I started to read from other people. It was so scary. I was like, who are these people? I never know these people. Why would I read from them? But guess what? I read anyway. Because on Google, it said reading is going to help you. And I just went with it. And then I started to read one book. And I started to read two books. And I started to read three books. And then I started becoming more interested in reading. And then after 5 years, guess what? I'm still reading today. Now I'm reading myself the most and my life. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. And you're supposed to make sure that you take action now based on what you read. And that's what I've done. That's why I made over 50,000 decisions in 3 years to actually make myself so successful. Now, I've lost 47 kilos. I've overcome schizophrenia. I've become a vegan. I'm 14 months vegan. I have 1 to 3 minute meal preps. Do you know what that is? That is the ability to eat in 1 to 3 minutes. Now, you may be waiting 20 minutes for your food. You may have to cook your food for 30 minutes a day. I get to eat my food 1 to 3 minutes all the time. I can eat 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 meals in 1 to 3 minutes in terms of each. So say I have 10 meals in a day. For each meal will take me 1 to 3 minutes to eat. So imagine you cooking 30 minutes, 10 meals each. So 10 times 30 minutes. There you go. That would be 5 hours worth of time of you cooking just for 10 meals. So guess what? I do that in 30 minutes. I eat already. It takes me 1 minute to open up my packets and eat. And it's full of protein. Now, for you to be able to eat like me, you need to really work on your nutrition. You need to work on your nutrition. Now, I can actually give you what I eat on a daily basis, and that's the whole point. So no matter what, I eat tofu, seeds, legumes, beans. So out of the classes of foods that I eat, it's just beans and seeds. Now, are you able to live on beans? Are you actually able to live on seeds, beans, and water in your life? Because I do. I live on seeds, beans, and water in my life. That's all I live on. And I have no need for anything else. Oh, but what about the pizza? Oh, what about the KFC? What about McDonald's? What about restaurant food? What about bread? What about cereal? What about wheat? No, I have no need for wheat either in my life. I can eat wheat. I can eat it. But what for? I removed all sources from my life. I removed all sugar from my life. And also I removed all of the butter from my life and all the oil in my life, all the fried food. And I make sure now to just enjoy my life because I can do it now. I've made the disciplines. So no matter what, you have to realize that now is the time for you to improve. Now is the time for you to study more nutrition. Now the best way that you can improve is to see that nutrition is a long game. The nutrition game is a game where you must study nutrition first before you make decisions based on improving your health, based on improving your food intake, based on improving the person you are in terms of your looks, your sexiness, your confidence, courage. So the better you eat, the better your confidence, the better you lead, the better you have energy, the more you have everything in life that you need, and the better you eat, the more money you have. I as a vegan, have more money in my life as I eat better now. I get to travel Australia right now based on how I eat as a person. I have no sugar in my diet anymore. I have no need for sugar in my diet. Now, I may have some sugar. But guess what? I have no need for it. You understand? I can live without it. Now, sugar is actually a variety meal for me now. And what kind of sugar would I get? I would go for the natural sugars. Where are the natural sugars? They're in fruits now. I have no need for fucking sauces in my life. I have no need to grab a cereal to eat a cereal in the morning. I have no need for milk anymore. I get all my calcium needs from tofu. and I eat a beautiful tofu every single day. I eat 2 cans of beans every single day, 2 cans of beans, and I eat seeds every single day before bed. Now, it's true what they say, that you must eat a big meal when you wake up and a small meal when you are about to fall asleep. So guess what I do? I eat a nice, beautiful, big meal in the morning, which is the tofu, which has 76 grams of protein right away, and it lasts me for 8 hours. Actually, it gives me energy for 8 hours. So what I do with the tofu is eat it, and it gives me energy for 8 hours, and then I move into my day. 8 hours later, guess what I do? I make sure to have more food. I'll grab myself some beautiful mushrooms from a can. That's my actual variety meal. It's actual mushrooms. They're whole and complete, the mushroom, and I just put it in my mouth and I start to indulge in it. And no matter what, guys, I also canned food, and I just make sure no matter what to be enjoying my life and have seeds before I fall asleep. Now, why do I say this? I say this because eating is everything. Your diet is everything. Now, those people who eat poorly are 99% of the world. They're people who are never going to inspire anybody by their health because they have no health. Now, nutrition is everything in terms of health. Those people who have no nutritional knowledge are people who are going to McDonald's, they're going to the pizza store, they're going eating cheese, they're eating meats, they're eating all of this stuff they never need in life. They're eating chocolates. I stay away from chocolates. They're eating soft drinks, they're eating alcohol, they're smoking the pipe, they're smoking drugs, they're injecting drugs. And guess what? That's never the way to live life. The way to live life is to be kinder for the world around you. But mostly for yourself. Be kinder for yourself. So when you're kind, you have to be kind for yourself. I am never kind for the world around me in terms of for the world. I'm doing it for myself. You understand? I'm here to grow myself. I'm never here to grow myself for the world. I'm here to grow myself for myself. You understand? I'm never doing it for the world. I'm doing it for me. You understand? I'm doing it for something far greater than me. Because I believe that there's something in the world that's going to give me something more when I do more. And who's that more? That's me. I believe that no matter what, the more I do, the better I get. And you need to have a mentality of greatness. You need to have a persona that's actually going to lift you every single day. Now, I'm not bullshitting, and I'm not bullshit. Now, no matter what, most people in your life will never inspire you. They'll never give you ideas. And you have to consciously go out and then search for them. You have to go search for ideas. That's why I have mentors. I have resources. And I give it to you for $7.20 a month. And even one time investment, I give it to you. Why? Because I'm such a kind guy. I'm so kind. And the world outside of me never helped me at all. They never helped me. Those mentors, guess what? My mentors, Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy, guess what? Zig Ziglar, guess what? They just gave me ideas. I had to take them and I had to do it myself. I had to imply it. I had to actually take the action. Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, they may have given me ideas. Thank you very much. They showed me the gateway. But they never took the steps for me. That's what you're going to have to do. I'll give you the ideas, but you have to take those steps. It's so simple. Now, John C. Maxwell, he says, grow intentionally. Consciously grow. Consciously look for ways to grow. And that's what I do on a daily basis. Always I see, how do I grow today? What do I do today to grow? How can I grow the best today? What can I do today to make me better than yesterday? And that's intentional growth. Do you understand? Here I am in the pool, just exercising, while I'm doing a podcast. Do you know what this is? This is never multitasking. This is actually the better way. This is you actually multitasking, but in a way that you can actually multitask and do twice at the same time. Now, what multitasking is say you have to breathe, but then you have to drink water. Now, you can never breathe and drink water at the same time. You have to breathe first and then drink the water. Now, in order for you to breathe and drink the water, you will drown yourself. Do you understand? because you will be breathing the water. So to breathe underwater is to drown yourself, and that's what multitasking is. So never multitask. But this is another type of multitasking. This is called, as Brian Tracy says, task shifting. So it's doing one task at the same time as another task, but in a way that it collides with you and that you can do it. And it's never multitasking. It's just a way for you to be more productive. So I'm always looking for better ways to be more productive. So what I do is I get in the pool and I start journaling as well in the pool as I exercise. In the pool, in actual pool, in a daily life pool, where with actual middle class people around me, as there are poor people around me. And guess what? I'm not a poor person. But guess what? I have the health right now. I have the vibrance. I'm a person who is better than yesterday. And that's the most important to having all the riches in the world. Now, because I am better than yesterday, I already have the fortune that Jim Rohn said. So no matter what, I'm not Jim Rohn, but I'm a person that has a fortune. Now, Jim Rohn says, work on yourself more than you do at the 9-to-5 job. Now, the reason I say Jim Rohn is due to his quote. He says, work on yourself more than you do at a 9-to-5 job, and that way you'll make a fortune. And here I step in and I say, I already made the fortune. What is the fortune? I'm better than yesterday. That's my fortune. Do you understand? I have a fortune already. No matter what, my bank account can show me $0 right now. I have multi-billions of dollars right now because I'm better than yesterday. You know why? Because each and every day, my only vision, my only goal is to be better than yesterday. And as long as I do that, I have all the money in the world. Do you understand? Because as Albert Einstein says, compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. What does that mean? I mean that no matter what, when you are better than yesterday, and better than yesterday, and in 10 times, and in 10 years, better than yesterday, and then in 20 years you're better than yesterday, and in 30 years you're better than yesterday, you are eventually going to compound interest. All of this money, all of these decisions, and all of who you are into a better person who is going to drive you to make all that money, who's going to drive you to go inspire, who's going to drive you to build a big legacy, as long as you are better than yesterday. So focus one day at a time and make your only vision that you are better than yesterday. Now, you may be worse than yesterday, and guess what? I have some good news for you. No matter what, in the next 5 years, you can change your life around. You can change your life around completely. Depending on where you are, you may be in the worst position of your life. I promise you, 5 years of reading is going to escalate you so far up the hill that you are going to say, wow, Danny Milivojevic, thank you very much. Now what you need to do is realize to start reading from entrepreneurs, from business people, from me, from Tony Robbins, from my mentors inside my mega storage, and make sure that you're growing and learning on a daily basis. Now I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm not in competition with people. I'm only in competition with myself. So guess what? You may like Tony Robbins more than me. Then guess what? Go and get his book for $7 on Audible and forget my $7.20 for 183 gigabytes and more of my information. And you just go Tony Robbins. And you get his 1 hour book. You understand? I have no need for you in my life. But here I am giving you my value. And now, guess what? You can go to Tony Robbins and he can coach you for $1 million per hour. Or, at the moment, you can come to me and I can coach you the same information that Tony Robbins is giving you, and I do it much better because I've actually lived below Tony Robbins in life. I've actually lived a deeper lifestyle. What do I mean? I mean, I was overweight. I was much heavier than Tony Robbins. I was much sicker than Tony Robbins. I was much poorer. I suffered longer than Tony Robbins. And guess what? And you can get information from me for a better price. Or you can go to Tony Robbins. or you can go other people. Otherwise, guess what? It never matters. But what matters is that you just learn. You just learn and you learn and you learn. So I'm always looking for better ways of explaining who I am. Now, no matter what, I only explain who I am for myself only. I never seek to explain myself to anyone, because that's for me and my highest regard. Now, in terms of life, you have to realize that nobody's going to help you grow. And you have to grab some of my ideas and apply them in your life. I've given you ideas in this audio program already. And now, so far, you are just hearing me out. After this podcast is your time to take action on some idea. It may have been an insight, as Jamie Smart says. Look for insights, something that's just sparked your attention. Go and take action upon that. And then read this audio podcast again. It's going to give you more ideas. And that's the IQ lesson. The IQ lesson is when you just listen to words, all you're doing is looking for a way to improve. One way, one idea that's going to improve you. Then what you do with that idea, you take action upon it, you apply it in your life, and then you look for more ideas in terms of reading. And that's what reading helps you with. Reading helps you to unlock your mind in terms of giving you ideas. I'm not sick. In terms of how you can improve. And that's the whole basis of what I do. All I do is give you ideas, so that you can actually prosper and grow, so that you can become the best version of yourself, and so that you can see how to grow on your own. Now, the best way to live is to live better than yesterday. It's people who inspire you, who are actually going to make you a better person through ideas only. So you have to actually start to pick up these ideas and to start implementing them in your life. Now, you may be thinking, oh, that's so difficult. It's so difficult for me, and blah, blah, blah. Now, nothing is difficult for me. And ideas are so easy to implement. Now, here is an idea. You may be drinking alcohol. I say, remove alcohol from your life and you'll be better. And then say after this podcast, you never take action upon that. You never implemented it. And that's just the simple foundation. Now, what you need to do is implement that, what I just said. So when I said just remove alcohol from your life and you'll be a better man, now you have to listen to that and you have to say, yes, I agree. That's why I go into deep information in terms of life and give you more ideas based on what my reasoning is and how I can better your life. So no matter what, I always look for ways to improve myself. And the more I improve myself, the more I can improve you. Now, most people in my daily life are people who are nobodies. Now, I'm a somebody. I'm a somebody in my life, and I make sure no matter what to always think the best of people. But no matter what, they are a somebody to somebody else. But in terms of fame, they are nobody. And in terms of fame, I'm a somebody. Do you know why? Because I'm a person who's better than yesterday. I'm a person who's growing into that mode. Now, I'm a person who's actually there right now, and you never even see it. Because no matter what, I'm determined to achieve everything in my life. Everything in my life, I'm determined to achieve for myself only, and for something greater than me. Now, the whole point of this podcast is just to show you that no matter what, ideas are the foundation of your life. Those people who have ideas can actually use a summary in terms of their podcast and their speech to actually sum everything up about what they talked about and make sure that they nail it really, really beautifully. Now, the whole point of doing everything in your life that's going to broaden your aspects of thinking is your emotions. Your emotions are something that's going to be far beyond your life. It's something far beyond you. Where are the emotions? The emotions are in your body. And now, the emotions are going to help you to grow. So the better you can have an emotional feeling in life, the better you can actually do everything necessary to improve your life. Now, those people who have emotions are people who have high level of intent and high level of sex drive, high level of spirituality, high level of success, confidence, courage, finances, everything under the blue stars. Because those people have unlimitedness. They're unlimited people. They're unshakable. They're the water. Do you understand? Now, you have to be water, as Bruce Lee says. He says, be water. Be as feelings. Be Tai Chi. Be something so incredible that other people say, that's the man. Do you understand? That's the man. He's the man for me. He's the man. He's the man that's going to teach me everything. And you have to be that role model, and you have to inspire people through that. As I said, look at Tony Robbins, for example. And when you see me, look at me, and you'll see, even in 10 years, 20 years, I'm 27 now, and it's 2020. Watch me at 2040, and you'll see how fucking good I am. Do you know why? Because I already said so. I already believe so. That I'm better than good. I'm better than good. I'm better than Tony Robbins in all aspects of life, because I've lived a deeper life. The other day, I actually was thinking about Djokovic and Cristiano Ronaldo, and I said, oh man, I have to catch up to 12 years of their fame. But no, that's bullshit. They have to catch up to my fucking deepness of life. You understand? I lived a deeper life than Djokovic, and I lived a deeper life than Cristiano Ronaldo. I sunk deeper in life, deeper into hell. I was deeper in hell than them. You understand? That's why I'm a life coach. So that's why I say, no matter what, bring out your feelings in life and make sure you speak with the feelings, because the feelings always have something to say. Now, the mind will eventually run out of ideas. And you have to realize that no matter what, your feelings are the mind, and that the mind is always here and now, and here and now is always forever. So you can never run out of ideas really when you are in your feelings. But when you are using the thinking mind, is what I mean. When you are thinking about ideas, then you'll run out of ideas, because you're thinking about what to say. So never think about what to say, and never use the thinking mind, as Eckhart Tolle says, but use your emotions and Tai Chi to actually show people in a podcast how you can do pull work and also teach people with your feelings and be unlimited at the same time. Now, that's the whole point. The whole point is to loosen up your life and to actually create some content for the world so that you can prosper. Now, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it for myself only, so that I can prosper. And that's what I just taught you. Now, no matter what, you can use that skill that I just gave you, that thought, and it can become you. It can be all about your life. Now, everything I've said in this podcast, I've given you my attitude, my communication, my tonalities, my ideas, the person I am, my level of intent, my skill, my level of goals, also my confidence, my courage, who I am as a person. And you have to respect that, because I am better than yesterday, and I'm a person who can teach you to grow. I'm a person who can help you become unlimited. I can help you become unshakable, unbreakable, and anything under the blue stars that is better and better. Now, no matter what, when you become a person who is invincible, then guess what? You are a person who is always going to see anyway that you must be better than yesterday. So always go and search up the word invincible, because invincible is a word I have to actually learn. So no matter what, just see that sometimes a word may pop up in your mind, and you have to learn those words on the spot. And every single day, always look for a word that is truly amazing. So for example, invincible is something so incredible. It's so incredible, and that's where I was actually going. Invincible means incredible, because it's an immensible amount of time. It's so big. So no matter what, sometimes I disbelieve in I never disbelieve in myself. What I do is, I make sure that no matter what, I always return the favor for myself to actually speak out my words even more clearly than before. So no matter what, I can see that the word invincible is something far beyond this world. But to disbelieve in myself is the root of all evil. So make sure that no matter what, you never disbelieve in yourself, and just see, yes, I do make mistakes in my communication, but guess what? I've already corrected myself better than yesterday. You understand what that means? It means I'm better than yesterday. So whatever you were thinking and laughing, maybe you're laughing at me for making a mistake and for going back on my words and in my communication and for fucking up. But guess what? I've been doing in this video already, in this audio program. See how I corrected myself already? I've already corrected myself and I'm better than yesterday. So in this audio program, see? In this audio program right now, I'm already better than yesterday as I'm correcting myself more and more to be better than yesterday. And that's the whole point of life. You need to be able to go back on your words, but make sure that you're learning from every step of the way. Now, how do you learn from every step of the way? You make sure that you're talking and that you're learning from your own talking. You have to learn how to communicate in different aspects of life, in different ways, in every single different way that you can. Because the whole point of life is to talk in a different way about the same thing all the time so you can grow and grow and grow. Now when I grow in terms of life, I talk about life in a different way every single time. Because that's how you grow. When you play tennis, as Novak Djokovic does, but you never play as Novak Djokovic does, you play as yourself, what you have to do is see that Djokovic, he can never play the same game the same. He has to always change his game. He has to evolve with the game. You understand? Now what is the game? The game is that he can never be the same as yesterday. So the first time he played versus Federer, for example, and now no matter what, guess what? I'm more important than Djokovic. So say I was playing with Djokovic. Let's use myself as an example. What I would be doing over the next 12 years is, say I versed Djokovic the first game, and say he beat me in the first game. In the second game, I can never ever again play the same way I did against Djokovic, because otherwise he'd beat me again. So what do I have to do? I have to level up my game. And guess what? The second game I play against somebody else, I may be versing Federer the second game of some other tournament. For fun. And I play different this time, but this time I learn from my mistakes with Djokovic. Do you understand? And then now I beat Federer. Okay? Now say with Federer, 1 year later we meet again, and it's still 1-0 for me. But now it's the second game between us, 1 year later. And now guess what? Those games, I may have had 40 games that are different in terms of my tennis career. But guess what? I have to evolve in every single game and always be better than yesterday in terms of my agility, in terms of my sports career, in terms of how I play tennis, in terms of my serve, in terms of my fitness, in terms of my food habits, my disciplines. I have to always level myself. So next time, for example, say there is no next time, but say I meet Federer again in a Australian Open final or something like that, then guess what I do? I have to beat Roger Federer, and I have to play differently once again. That's much better than the time that I faced Roger Federer. Do you understand? So you always have to do stuff differently. When you're exercising, you never exercise in the same way. You never walk the same path twice. You understand? You never repeat the same mistake twice, as Albert Einstein says. So what do? When you are going throughout life, you have to make sure that you're always learning from everything around you, that you're speaking in a different way around the same crowd, but in a different crowd all the time. So make sure you're never around the same crowd. Make sure you're always in around the new crowd. Make sure you're with the insiders of the world and never the outsiders. Now, what are the insiders of the world? Insiders are people who are millionaires and millionaires. They're people who get together in an organization or something like that, and they get together to inspire the world together. And they're people who are just rich. They're just informed about everything. So you have to be an insider. And you can be an insider in the space of your own home. And all you have to do is be better than yesterday. That's the one step. Be better than yesterday. And that's all you need to do. That's the only way you become an insider. Now, an outsider is a person who follows the outside world. Do you understand? A person who is an outsider is a person who follows other people, and they look at the outside world and they see people drinking at the bar and they believe it makes common sense. You understand? That's the outside world, and that's the outsiders. Now, to be an insider, all you have to do is you have to go online, you have to find yourself a millionaire, a billionaire, and you have to emulate them, and you have to go through each and every step of the equation, and you have to be a problem solver, and you have to solve people's problems, you have to solve your own problems first, you have to get yourself into a better state, and you have to start becoming better and better and better. And that's why 99% of the world can never do it. Because they look towards other people to help them in some type of way. Okay? So what they're doing really is they are doing nothing to support themselves and their life. But they're looking at other people in terms of just hanging around, wasting time, doing nothing, and looking at the outside world and what they're doing and following the outside crowd. And that's what you never do. You never follow the crowd. Do you understand? You are never with the crowd. Never be with the crowd. Now, what that means is never look outside at what the crowd is doing. Focus on your insides. Focus on yourself only. Now, people who are insiders are people who are looking at themselves only. They're people who are actually just focusing on themselves and their life and improving it day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. While the outside world is having fun, laughing, apparently laughing and having fun, okay, whatever. While you are becoming better and better and better and better, and then guess what? Over time, your success is speaking louder than words. Yeah. They are growing old. They're growing old while you are growing young. Do you understand? So in the next 20 years, I expect you to be able to be younger than you are now. Do you understand? Instead of older. Now, you never grow old, you grow young. Okay? When you live life until 100 years young, you need to realize that 100 years is a young age. It's never an old age. Okay? You need to feel younger than ever. Because that's what's the fortune, as Jim Rohn said. Okay? Now, I said that no matter what, being better than yesterday is a fortune. It's a fortune. So no matter what, just take ownership of what you say and make sure that you never say that other people said it, because Jim Rohn stated that work on yourself more and you'll make a fortune. Now, no matter what, the fortune is that you become better than yesterday. And that is my teaching. Okay? That's in my own words, that's in my own originality. I take full responsibility for that. Now, no matter what, here I am, better than yesterday. And that's what I can teach you to do. And people around me never see that in me. Do you understand? They never see the person I am, that I've lost weight. They see a nice, beautiful result of me losing 47 kilos, and they think nothing of it. They think, what a loser, look how ugly he was. Oh ho ho, beautiful, thank you very much. That's why I'm more successful. Because I've lived the fat lifestyle. I've lived the former I'm not former schizophrenic or better. I mean, I'm a former schizophrenic right now. I'm not a schizophrenic at the moment. So, no matter what, I sometimes stuff up my words. But I have to realize to always put some affirmations there and make sure that I bring myself back into a better way. So, guess what? I lived as a schizophrenic before. So, I'm always looking to say that no matter what, my life was a shithole. And I was 5 years on the medication. 5 years. I never read. I was on alcohol. I smoked cigarettes for 7 years. I smoked weed for 3 years. I started smoking cigarettes at year 10. In year 10. I never started smoking cigarettes until 10 years old or better. So no matter what, never look into the past about your life, but be confident that no matter what, you get this moment even better. Get this moment and never go into the past. So in year 10, I actually started smoking cigarettes. When I was 15, I started drinking alcohol. I started to drink caffeine at 16 as well. And guess what? Coffee killed me. The Red Bulls killed me. The alcohol, cigarettes, the illegal drugs, the cocaine, that I was taking the ecstasy pills, the meth. I was on meth as well for 6 months. And you have to realize, no matter what, that was an addictive path, and I was destructing myself and everybody around me for 10 years and 7 months. From the age of 15 was the time that I started dying. I started getting older for the next 10 years. Until I reached 25 and 7 months. On my 25th birthday, which was 2 years and 3 months ago or something like that, I was a smoker. I'm a non-smoker now for 2 years. I'm now a vegan of 14 months. I'm sober. I'm a sobriety person, which means I stay off the alcohol, drugs, caffeine, the soft drinks, the sugar now. I've overcome sugar in my life as well. I've overcome meat. I've overcome the cigarettes. I've overcome the illegal drugs. It's been over 6 years since I've overcome illegal drugs now. It's been over 2 years since I've overcome alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, sugar drinks, and energy drinks. So no matter what, here I am now as a person who's overcome sugar, just recently too. I overcame sugar, and it's an amazing feeling because I have amazing energy right now, as I can walk and talk the walk. You understand? I can talk my walk. I have integrity. I'm a person who says something and I do it. I take action upon what I say, and that's how you can develop yourself. When you say something, make sure you do it. My dad, for example, I say that I am my dad, but say the person who actually helped me to become into this world, who was that? I believe it was me. Now, no matter what, that's something greater for me to say. That I believe I put myself in this world somehow, and I believe something is here with me that's actually helping me to realize that right now. So no matter what, I always see that no matter what, I am my parents, I am my dad, I am my mum, I am my sister, I am my brother, I am my cousin, my whole family is right here with me right now, and that's all I need right now. It's just me. I am my family. I have no other family besides me. There's no two parents out there that I have in my life. Where are they? They're never with me. I am with me all the time. I am my true family in life. I am my true friend in life. Nobody helps me more than me. Nobody helped me to lose weight. Nobody helped me get into this position. Nobody helped me in life at all, do anything in life. So what I do is, I'm always looking for better ways to grow. I'm always looking for how can I succeed, how can I add value, what can I do to actually give the most I can so that I can actually succeed, and so that I can be on my best behavior for myself and never for anybody else. As the foundation of life is to succeed more than other people. So make sure you're more successful than me, make sure you're more successful than your peers, make sure you're more successful than everybody around you, and make sure that you're more successful than Tony Robbins, because that's my goal. So no matter what, I am more successful than Tony Robbins right now. I can see it right now. But in terms of being better than yesterday, I have to always I have to be better than yesterday, and I always have to make sure that no matter what, I never talk myself down. So sometimes I may talk myself down, but guess what? I always boost myself up anyway. So of course I am better than Tony Robbins, because I am better than yesterday. I lived a deeper lifestyle than Tony Robbins. Now, no matter what, in my life, the most important thing is that you have, for example, for myself, the most important thing is that I have myself at heart first. Now, for yourself, you have to be a person who is far greater than everybody else, and you have to always show your enthusiasm as you're speaking, and show yourself in terms of your communication and who you are, and make sure you're never putting other people first, because I can see, no matter what, that sometimes I can even make mistakes in terms of that coincidence, but I make sure to go back on it, and I make sure to pause and reflect and say, hey, no, it's about me now. Because you cannot be putting other people first that you never even met. So no matter what, always seek for a better way of life. Seek to see what can you do in your life today to improve. what I do in my daily life, I make sure to journal. I make sure to record my thoughts. Here I am in the pool, just giving you some ideas, and as I go along, I'm learning more and more about myself as well. Now, I'm not perfect, but I'm a work in progress. And that's actually someone's quote. Somebody else stated that, but I love the quote because I can use it. I can use the quote, why not? And no matter what, you have to realize to just make sure that you have better habits. Have better habits, be a person who is far greater than everybody else. Have some greatness, and make sure you show greatness. Make sure you're a person who is showing it and representing it, and never just being hypocritical about it. So never be a hypocrite. Never be a person who says one thing and does another. That was me before. I was doing that for 10 years. I was a person who would say, never do drugs, but I was doing it. Do you understand? That was me. And guess what? I started to change. And guess what? Now, what I just do is I focus on me. I focus on me and my life. I've been traveling now for 7 months Australia, and I've been enjoying it. Why? Because I made the disciplines to do so. I've got myself out of the 9-to-5 job. I said, no more will I work the 9-to-5 job. Why? So that I can have more time. And time is freedom, baby. So, guess what? Those people who are stuck in Sydney, guess what? I never mind them because I only think about myself. And I just have to realize that no matter what, as I speak more and more in a podcast, as I do more videos, as I bring more content into the world, that no matter what, how much I give is how much I get. So I have to give more and more of myself, and I actually see it. And I never know it, but I see that no matter what, the more I give, the more comes back in my favor. Because I create more value in the world, and that is going to stay forever. It's going to be the test of time here that, hey, I did this. This is my audio program. This is something I done. This is my voice. This is my time. This is how old I was, and everything. So it's always worth it for yourself to make sure that you're always better than yesterday, and that you're living life to the fullest by making sure that no matter what, you're never distracted by technology when you're speaking, in terms of doing your podcast, or in terms of videos, or in terms of when you're giving a public speaking seminar, but that you're actually giving a speech and never looking at technology while you're doing it. But what I did do in terms of getting into the pool to actually do my podcast right now is I got myself a waterproof bag for my phone, and the waterproof bag has a necklace, and the necklace is over my neck. And guess what? I go into the pool every single day, and I do some Tai Chi every single day. Why? Because exercise will make you young. Tai Chi is a way to move your blood flow around, and moving your blood flow every single day around, even just dancing in the pool, is so much important for you that it's going to help you more than enough to increase your vitality, your strength, your magnitude, your resilience, your problem solving skills, everything about you, your mindset, your health, your youngness, your vigor, and your longevity also. As just moving your body around is going to make you more mature in the person you are. So guys, in all this that I've said today, I have everything in the world to give you. So guess what? No matter what, I see people, even for example, who are working a 9-to-5 job here at the pool, and guess what they're doing? They're just standing around talking to each other, and they're doing nothing. Do you understand? Here I am for however long this is, because my phone right now is locked in terms of its screen, so I have to type in 16 digits to open the phone. So I'll just keep on talking because I did have my voice memo on when I started to record, so hopefully this is all recording. So no matter what, for me, it's about now unlocking the potential in me to give you more and more in terms of who I am. So I've given you, based on who I am today and how you can succeed even more and what you can do about it. So the whole point is just make sure you're public speaking more, make sure you're doing leadership, make sure you're joining a Toastmasters in your local area, make sure you're communicating better, make sure you're never scared of the world around you while you're speaking, make sure that no matter what, when people look at you, that you just focus on yourself and you focus on the words that you're giving, and that you enjoy your life and see that no matter what, the more value you give, the more you will reap. What you sow, you shall reap. Now, life is something amazing, and the more you see life in an amazing way, the more you talk in an amazing way, the more you speak positivity, the more optimistic you are, the more you can talk, the more you can do extroversion and be an extrovert. So an extrovert is someone who is actually a person who is always speaking, always communicating, always doing something in the world to better their behavior, to better their fame, to better their status, to better their money, to better their health. Because an extrovert is a person who can speak, who has a voice. So you have to have a voice in life. Now, you can also be an introvert in your daily life. You can also do both. For example, I can be an introvert in my daily life, and I actually am an introvert, and I am an extrovert. I am both introverted and extroverted in my daily life. But say you may be more introverted than extroverted in your daily life, and you have to realize to be more extroverted now, to get that voice up, so you can speak out, so that you can actually do a seminar, so you can do something in accordance to living a better life. And that's the whole point. It's about vibrancy, it's about giving good vibes, giving good energy, dancing around, making sure you're feeling good, making sure that no matter what, you're never upset, that you're always taking action, that you're always valuable in your life, and that you're always giving something. That's the whole idea. It's always about giving. Give, and never take. Never take in your life. Never take anything from your mom or dad. Make sure that you consider yourself your mom and dad. Make sure you have no mom and dad except for you. Make sure your parents are you only. Because that's the way I see life. I see life as my only family in life is just me. And I am first in my life. Because nobody else is with me right now, except for me. And I have to take care of myself. I have to make sure that I provide value so that I can increase my residual income, which is capital. Capital is income. Income is capital. Or income is financial statements, financial ways of thinking. It's annual reports. It's also interest. It's also compound interest. It's per annum. And you have to also make sure that you get your financial IQ up, that you're always reading real estate, that you're always looking for better ways of thinking. Now, the best way of thinking is always, hey, how can I improve my life? How can I do better today? What can I do now to actually make sure that the crowd gets what they need? So to do that, all you have to do is just go back on what you said already and pick something out from that information and say it. So no matter what, here I am at the pool, and there's another 15 minutes over here for me to be able to be in the pool and actually record this podcast for you. So what I'll be doing is I'll be relaxing and enjoying myself. As now, no matter what, guys, just realize to focus on yourself more, as it's more important for you to succeed than anybody else right now. Those people who are actually in their space of life and saying something, they are the people who are actually going to be something, because they're saying something. Those people who say nothing will always be nothing. They'll be nobodies. So be a somebody who is saying something in life, who is doing something, who's always got something to do. Never be a person who is a nobody, who's got nothing to do and is always bored and is always doing what the outside world is doing. Be a person who is always following your path, you're following your behavior, you're following the person you are. And you're making sure no matter what, you're getting younger and younger every day, you're sticking to your health requirements, you're disciplining yourself every day to succeed, to make sure you're coaching yourself in the best kind of way, and that you're growing, and that you're always looking for new ways of explaining, and that you're using new abbreviations in your terms and connotations to help you really find the words to say in terms of your communication, and that you're writing in a journal always, because a journal is going to help you so much in terms of ideas, in terms of planning your life, and that you're never jealous of people and people who have somebody, because most people have somebody but never themselves. Now, I'm a person who has Nobody but myself. And I'm only the person that I need in my life. Now, I have no need for kids. I have no need for anything other than me right now. And all I need is this moment right now and nothing else. And that's it. There's no shame in who I am, because I'm better than yesterday. So I deserve kids more than people who have the decency to be worse than yesterday. You understand? I deserve kids and more money than people who are worse than yesterday, because I'm a person who is better than yesterday. Do you understand? I deserve it more. So I'll do whatever it takes to make more. You understand? So for me to believe that other people deserve more than me is fucking bullshit. Because I'm better than yesterday. Nobody deserves better than me in life. Nobody deserves better than me in life, because I'm still better than yesterday. And as long as you are better than yesterday, you deserve more and more also. You understand? But those people who are 99% of the world who have kids, I deserve to have more kids than that in my life, because I'm better than yesterday. I'm better than those people. You understand? So no matter what, never take me to offense, but just realize to respect people who are better than yesterday, because they can teach you something. Now, obviously people who are unhealthy in life can also teach you something. But guess what? Those are the people who never live according to integrity. You understand? They never live according to integrity. They're lying too much. In some aspect of life, they're lying. They're letting themselves down. And it's in the health range. They're lying about their health. So they may be doing drugs, they may be doing alcohol, cigarettes, okay? And they're saying for other people to never do it, but they're doing it, okay? So they're lying to themselves. That's why I respect people who have the health more so than people who just have money. I'd rather go where the health is than where the money is. Do you know why? Because health is wealth. Do you understand? Money can make more money, but I can make more money because I have the health. I can always make more money. I can always make money, and money can make money anyway. When I make money, I can invest it, and money can make money. But when I have no health, I can never make money. Do you understand? I can always make money. Money is never good nor evil. Money just is. Daniel Milivojevic. So just see that no matter what, when you speak in life, when you're public speaking, to never be nervous about it. But to just backtrack based on what you said earlier, and just keep repeating the same fucking shit all the time. Because that's life. Life is just talk about the same shit over and over in a different way, so that somebody else can fucking pick up the same idea and fucking take action on it. And that's your blueprint. When you are speaking about the past or about the future, make sure that you're speaking only in this moment, and that you realize that there is no past or future, that there is only this moment. So never speak about the past or future, speak about this moment only, and you realize that the past and future never existed. Daniel Milivojevic. So those people who see me right now are only the people who have already taken action, and are people like you who is going to take action. So you need to realize that in this podcast, I've given you so many ideas already, and you have to be able to go into it, and you have to be able to grab one idea, just one idea, please, and improve your life. Because that was the foundation of this podcast. And you have to realize that no matter what, that is all I have for you today in terms of this podcast. And I hope that you're enjoying it. And in terms of my life and my experience in this podcast, I can already say that no matter what, just make sure you're always making a summary about what you are saying, so that you can always speak it more and more in the future, and that you're changing or learning about it, because that's your blueprint and that's everything in life. Guys, make sure that you're enjoying your day, and I'll just make sure to write my 16-digit code over here so that I can see, is my podcast working right now? And hopefully it is, and I'm never angry anyway. So let's have a look over here. And it's so beautiful just to do Tai Chi in the pool. Guys, I recommend it. do some Tai Chi more in your daily life. Make sure that you're going into the pool and that you're just exercising and moving your body around every single day, as that's what an emotional coach does. That is the basis of health and fitness, and you do it every single day with no intention of stopping. Guys, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes right now. I've given you my best in this audio program, and it's been an amazing time. I hope that you have enjoyed. I hope to see you in one of my seminars in the future. Guys, I'm 27 years old. I've got a bright future ahead of me. I'm 27, and guess what? Over the next 73 years, you're going to be hearing more about me, and I promise you, guys, this is just the beginning. Guys, see you guys in the next podcast.